Hey y'all, greetings. It's good to see y'all. I'm glad to be back. It's good to be here. Happy to be here as always. Let's get started. Earlier my live got shut off and it was time for me to head back where I was going anyways. So whatever. I said I'll just come back later. So here we are. Originally I was gonna name it Take Two. But this is a take two for the take two. How odd, right? And I was getting that maybe you'll be taking two of something. And before I went live, I heard, damn, Daniel. So maybe you are taking two of something. Like maybe you're getting a new pair of shoes. Or maybe someone has like really nice new white shoes. Or they're just fresh as hell. Like someone has a really fresh new pair of shoes. Steppers, lemon pepper steppers. You might be eating wings. You might have heard like a Rick Ross song. Or you might have even seen a Maybach. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, I'm just getting this. You could be taking like a ride, like a scenic ride in the sunset, during the sun, something during the sunset. Bobbing to the music, this is how we do it, all night, something like that. All right. Just me and my boss, no worries at all. Listen to the music. All right. Three of clubs. Also the three of wands. So, and it's interesting. You know what? Ooh. The pictures are calling me today. Hi, Harem. The pictures are actually calling today. This is a teepee hut, and it looks like someone just got finished doing some building. Well, they just got finished building the actual teepee because the rope is there, the saw and the hammer are there. So something that you've been putting your work into and wanting to bring into fruition, I'm gonna read it. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm gonna read it because these cards kind of cross, like they cross. They're based on the tarot, but they're playing cards. Hi everybody, good to see you. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Rachel? Maybe you guys are talking to each other. Go ahead. But yeah, I'm gonna read them because they cross. But then I'm gonna also let you know what I'm seeing in this picture too, right? Okay. And then the sun is kind of setting on the horizon. Oh, it's crazy, bro. The sun's setting right there on the horizon. Said that. Something about a sunset. Anyways, there's something that you've been putting your work into. The feeling of the sun setting makes me feel as if like clarity is almost going away. So maybe there's a need to like not focus on the things that you've been working on. Maybe like there's a need to take a break and to take a little bit distance from the things that you've been working on. But the energy with the Three of Wands would give a feeling of maybe being patient while you're waiting for something to come in, or maybe you've been incubating something and it takes time for it to come into fruition. It's out there on the horizon. You're looking out to these like distant lands and wondering what things could be, where they could go, and knowing that it's just going to require some passion to get there. At the same time, with the Three of Clubs is the energy of distancing yourself from the crowd in order to understand where your emotions truly come from in regards to a thing. okay? And this thing is giving me something that you've been building. Now, what have you been building? Not sure, but there's definitely passion that's involved and emotion that's involved when it comes to creating whatever this is. So it feels like a need to maybe relax and enjoy yourself this coming couple of days. Just enjoy yourself as things just fall into place for you. You may have already built this thing, and you might just kind of be in disbelief that you're finally finished creating something. Okay. Oh, yeah. Third times. Again, something is coming to be realized by you with the Three of Diamonds. Okay, Three of Diamonds is the energy of a realization. It could be in work as well. And again, it feels like you're kind of standing back and admiring this thing that you built. Now, it could also signify that you have like this group of people that you work together with to bring something into fruition, and you have really great partnerships around you. I was gonna do this particular spread, but I don't feel like, I don't know. I'm not feeling the spread I usually do with playing cards. Anyways, it feels like you worked together really hard, created something new. There might just be time. You ever it's like the feeling that I'm picking up is like running a marathon, finishing the marathon, and then thinking, all right, I need to train for another marathon, and never giving yourself time in between to recognize that you just finished a fucking 20-mile marathon. You just did a 20-mile marathon. You trained like months for it. Okay? You trained months for it. You pushed yourself and you accomplished it. You completed it. You got the gold medal. And it almost gives the feeling where for the first time, I'm reading the Three of Clubs in a sense where other people are recognizing your accomplishments, but you are not. Like that the way that you think and your ideas are already distant from the crowd. Thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it, y'all. Thanks for liking the video. I really do appreciate it. Y'all few that be helping a girl out, pushing the girl out, I fuck with y'all. All right, but yeah, it gives the feeling of that could be where that sunset feeling is coming from too, because it could be as if you are in an illusion about how much you've actually progressed and how much you've actually accomplished. You could have been so focused on getting the goal done and doing the thing that it's done, and you're like to yourself, like, I need to do a better job with something else. I feel like it just feels like you need to just chill and relax. And then it's like, enjoy this. Something like savor the moment. It's not going to be there forever. That kind of energy. And other people are more so enjoying your moment than you are. Come on now. And it's like a need for you to recognize and realize your work. It's almost like, yeah, okay, with the king of, okay, he's the king of spades. The king of spades is an obstacle. The king of spades is a big ass problem. You just got to figure out how to get over it, get around it. It could be a person, but usually it's the concept of something that's difficult, the concept of something that's hard. Now he's also here at the king of swords, meaning it's gonna take, again, it's a concept, so it's gonna take some of that mental energy in order to get over it. And this is a ram. Rams usually fall under the zodiac of Aries, so again, it might require you to take things. You're how do I say this? You're in any given time, you're generally gonna be seen as the leader of something, leading something, taking something to the next level, initiating things rather, and it's based on the knowledge that you have. You're able to overcome all kinds of conflicts, but consider for a moment that the conflict of building a thing and creating a thing for yourself has been overcome. So with that, what is it that you were okay, I get it now. I get it. And it's not to say like someone is experiencing ingratitude, not at all. It's just someone does not recognize the amount of work that they've accomplished here in this energy. If this is not you, by all means, you know what I'm saying? Well, congratulations, Rodney. That's really, really great. I mean, I don't know too many people. I only knew of a few people who trained for marathons, and it took them a while to train for them. And that was probably because they weren't naturally gifted at those things. And you know, I know people who trained for triathlons, and it took them a while. It took them a while, so yeah. And they also traveled to do them, and you know, they trained at different altitudes. So hey, congratulations. That sounds really, really dope. I mean, that sounds really dope. He said he trained or he practiced 3 times for a 20-mile marathon. He is naturally gifted at that. All right. So recognize who you really are. Recognize that perhaps that the conflict is completely over. It's done. The conflict being creating some sort of maybe even stability for yourself, signified by the TP. It's also giving me the energy of maybe you have like energy that circulates in a way, like you have something that comes on time at the same time every time, like something is circular for you, like it. How do I say it? Well, I mean, like if you get paid bi-weekly, you get paid bi-weekly, and it's kind of like that, you know, you're able to expect something to come your way. It just gives me the circular feeling, because I think, you know, and I think of indigenous peoples all over the planet. They tend to build their homes in circular motion, and it has a lot to do with the ventilation as well, you know. All right, let's see. So whatever you've built it's stable, and it's stable enough to keep something going. You found the solutions necessary for your life. Is that a shocker? Does that blow your mind? Are you recognizing that you've already accomplished something? Is it hard to believe that you are who you've been working to be? Maybe you've been working to be this person, and here you are. You are this person now. Now, what does this person... It's like maybe taking a little bit of time to analyze what this new version of yourself means for you and who you want to be for yourself. And it's not for like other people, it's for yourself. Now that I'm at this stage, like it feels as if you've accomplished something, right? Maybe you like graduated school recently or something like that. That kind of feeling. You've made a big sale. You've been trying to make a sale. You finally did that thing. It's done. You've done it. Now, what does it mean now that you've accomplished the thing that you've been working for so long? And have you been past that? Have you already surpassed that point? Like you've already been surpassed the thing that you've done. Have you ever even sat down and recognized, hey, I did that thing? Have you congratulated yourself and given yourself a pat on the back recently about, who you've become and the work that you've put in? There's someone here is such a diligent worker. They're so focused on creating something for themselves and bringing something in for themselves, which is amazing, right? And this is how we're gaining our success. I'm not saying stop. I'm saying stop and smell the roses. For a brief moment, look at your work. You've accomplished so very much. I love it. I love the energy for somebody. I mean, once they finally recognize themselves, they should feel like, whoa, I am who I said that I am. I'm that motherfucker. For Rodney, right? Oh, I'm doing well, Rachel. How are you? For Rodney, right? Like, stop and recognize, damn, you're the fucking person that doesn't really need to work too hard to get what, like, big goals of other people. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Damn, Daniel. Damn. Facts. You're 100% facts. People want to keep you in a box. They want to keep you hooked to the past for whatever the fuck reason, right? But it's not about them. It's about you recognizing you, because the only thing that would be able to stop you at any time would be you. They can't. They can try to keep you in a box, but when you're great, when you're destined to succeed, you will. You have no choice, right? Okay, we have the... I'm gonna assume this is a joker. It's a fox. There could be like a... Foxes are sly. Clarify that. Foxes are sly. But again, it's a 0. And that gives me that circular motion once again. But like of something being completed, or maybe having something that comes at the same time. But then again, it's like starting from the beginning. So once you accomplish something, you do start from the beginning, but as a brand new version of yourself, for sure. 100%. You've told nothing but the truth, Daniel. It's a part of the consciousness stream. It's like some things I don't like. I talk about with people I know, but in reality, there is an agenda out there to keep that certain vibration lowered. Like, the moment you get too, you can get too much up there and they'll be done with your ass. And they'll check you out for you, if you get my drift. They'll be done with listening to the shit you're talking about. They'll be tired of you telling people the truth. They'll be tired of you telling people that they are their own problem. They can really get themselves out. They can really dig themselves to the top. They can really make it in this life. They can have the experiences that they want. They're worth it. And they deserve more for themselves. All they got to do is go get it and put their faith in God. You know what I'm saying? But, and God being that highest version of yourself. Because for people who claim they believe in God, they should be out here working out of their lower selves, their lower versions of themselves. The versions of them that aren't committed, that aren't dedicated, that don't really want shit out of life. The versions of themselves that keep them sick, that keep them in toxic patterns, that keep them fucking guessing where the next fucking meal, paycheck, like can't keep themselves together, can't keep themselves stable, can't keep themselves going. They give up at any chance. They start blowing and having a fucking fit if you call them out on their bullshit. Let something not work out in their favor, they're blaming the moon, the sun, the stars, and the fucking trees before they take accountability for themselves. And they look at you crazy when you change yourself and you become someone different from what it is that they seen. And in reality, the only thing that I changed was that I was shedding the fucking skin suit that you fucking try to put on me. I was shedding the words, the bullshit, the lies that you were telling me. I was shedding that doubt in myself, shedding the fucking that's not believing in myself, walking around telling myself I can't do this, I won't do this, I won't accomplish that. Changed all that shit around, and you see me actually walking, living, and fucking breathing the shit that I talk. But you don't want to fucking believe it, because everything I have been saying was right the whole time. And now you turn around and you realize it was you who was trying to convince me I wasn't as fucking great as I fucking was. You was what was bringing me the fuck down. And if I wasn't around your ass, I probably would have been a lot further. That's what the fucking truth is about people that want to keep you in a fucking box. Because they're scared to get out their box. They want to stay in their box so fucking hard. They'll hold on to a fucking fairy tale, bro. Either it's a fairy tale they created or someone else created for them. And then they walk around and they claim they love God, or they know God, or they understand God, and God said, and God does, in the Bible, and the Quran, and the but they don't practice none of the shit they swear they preach. They'll get mad at you for actually reading and actually putting it to use and then changing your fucking life. And they'll call you names. They'll even fucking kill you. Or unalive you. Sorry. Excuse my language, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this thing that you've created is, you should be feeling so good. Like an overflowing of abundance. It's not like Ace of Cups energy, it's Nine of Hearts. But the Nine of Hearts is similar in that sense, where something is pouring into you and you are continuously pouring. Lots of cups are filled. Lots of things are complete for you. Lots of wishes being granted. Emotional fulfillment on all types of levels, quite literally. And then to bring something else in there, you have perhaps even a like maybe a financial realization. Could be it's like winning a game, but it feels almost as if you win in life, creating some sort of balance in your life. But I'm not gonna lie, you might be happy in the near future due to some sort of financial increase that brings like feel good, like shit. I mean, like you might get a financial increase that induces a fucking oxytocin release, which I mean, that's not the best thing to say, because it almost sounds like someone's like, oh, addicted to money. But it's not that. It's like maybe you accomplish a goal, or again, this thing that you completed. Maybe you completed some sort of project. You have submitted the project and you're waiting for it to come back, for the paycheck to come back. It's like finally getting that after putting in a lot of work, which is really great energy as well. But another thing, it has to do with you not necessarily holding on to what it is that other people have to say and distancing yourself from the crowd. Again, for some of you, it's like you're you don't see what other people see. And this could be people, again, that you work with or that admire you and look at you in a positive light. You're not seeing what they see in regards to your accomplishments. And for others of you, it could be you really had to just say, fuck how other people feel about things and go forth anyways and do something. You finally accomplished it, finished it, and now it's like, boom, the everything that is working out in your favor. Like it again. Ace of Diamonds, damn. That is that financial income. And people might even see this about you. The Ace of Diamonds definitely is a financial realization. It reminds me of going to the bank and depositing some money. Okay, that's what it feels like. Ace of Diamonds feels like depositing some money, creating some money, having some money. Some money, a lump sum comes in some sort of way. And again, it's gonna make you feel good. Like it's gonna put you in a good space. It might even be that it gives you enough to buy all the things that you wanted and needed. It's like that. So it's not even that the money gives you like oxytocin. It just gives you the opportunity to finally buy the things that you needed. Finally fulfill some of the things, like some of the wishes that you had. Like say you had oh my God, I want to go to this place and try this ice cream, but it's been expensive. Like, it's so expensive. Well, now you can finally afford it. It's like, oh my God, I want to go to this place. But it's been expensive, right? You've been trying to get yourself together so you can afford to do these things. Well, now you can, and so it's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make you feel fulfilled. It's just like maybe a matter of a little bit of patience and just sitting back and seeing what the work that you put in and enjoying that, because it's like the next thing to come, it might be like hectic. It might be a lot of things for you to accomplish or a lot of things for you to do, and you might not have time to sit and it's just like you won't get this time back to sit and really reflect on the things that you've accomplished and how far you come. Just give yourself a little bit of time to do that, okay? But the Eight of Spades, getting over things in the past that just were not working out. This is also the Justice card and the Eight of Swords, which is crazy. So it's the Eight of Spades, the Justice, and the Eight of Swords. It definitely, in the French playing card, Cartomancy, Eight of Swords would definitely reflect themes of some sort of justice. Meaning, things happen in our lives that bring us sorrow, bring us pain, but it's up to us to get over those things and move forward. No need in crying over spilled milk. It's the Eight of Spades is more of a crying over spilled milk kind of energy, or being upset about something that you really can't change, and people around you actually needing you to get out of that energy in order to move forward, and so that they can also enjoy their life as well. So it could be like, okay, and I hate to get morbid with it, but it happens, right? And I'm not faulting anyone. I'm just saying it be like this, right? Because even I dealt with my mother had severe, major depressive disorder, okay? And she used to be so sad all the time. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I just feel as if growing up, I rarely got to experience a happy mother. So in the beginning years of my son's life, I also had, major depressive disorder and anxiety, bad PTSD, trauma from lots of stuff. And I was so sad as well. But I seen the way it was affecting my fucking son, bro. And that's what made me get the fuck up and change and say, I can't be like that. I can't wallow. I can't sit and allow my life to pass me by, because my son, he's looking at me. He needs me to be alive. He needs me to be happy. He needs me to, you know what I'm saying, play with him, teach him, love him, care for him, hug him, so that he doesn't end up with the same kind of fucking energies. You know what I'm saying? In his later life, and my daughter too. I have a daughter, so, but by the time she came, I was doing a lot better mentally. I did struggle with depression a bit, postpartum, but I was doing a lot better mentally. I started to get a lot of the people out of my life that were fucking with me, right? But that shit was Eight of Swords, keeping me caught in my mind and making me feel trapped all the fucking time. But because justice, oh my God, sometimes I sit right here in front of this cemetery sometimes, y'all, because it's right here in front of my house, and the water be looking like an apparition. I'll be like, damn, they found me. They're going to get me. Anyways, the justice behind this energy, the justice behind you moving forward, regardless of the fact that like things didn't work out for you, that the justice behind that is literally that you get to experience the better energy. You got to put yourself in that energy, though. You got to mentally put yourself in that energy. That's the justice. You get to be happy after being sad. That's the justice. And everyone can do this. You know what I mean? Everyone can achieve this for themselves. But some people, they've done things and they have to sit a little bit longer with the things that they've done so that they can process and understand, so that they can learn and move forward, not making the same mistakes. But they refuse to accept that, you know? So whatever, they don't like to take accountability. But for you, one of the main ways you're going to achieve the justice, or the ways that you have achieved the justice, and your biggest conflict or obstacle has been your own mind trying to keep you stuck. And it takes time to process through the things that you've experienced in order for you to move on. It requires a bit of patience, and it will seem like a blockage, but things are changing day by day, every day. And because of these changes that you've made, and because you've used your intellect, your wisdom, your intuition, and all of these things to help guide you forward out of the conflict, you are receiving some sort of benefit so that you can start to enjoy your new mind, your new life. You get to go out and enjoy the world from a new and expanded space. Imagine going to a new country and having no idea of how to behave yourself, and then getting fucking kicked out of the country, or going over there and not having enough money and then having a difficult time while you're over there. You didn't have a beautiful trip. Or imagine buying yourself a car that you can't afford to keep. Imagine getting in a fucking house and the bank repossesses your house. Some things you had to learn and go through and experience so that you can have the wisdom and the knowledge going forward to maintain this happiness, especially if you're somebody who experienced hardship in the past. And again, if you are around people who try to stop you or try to talk down to you or tell you you couldn't accomplish something, you had to work twice as hard, 3 times, 4, maybe even 10 times as hard as the average person around you to accomplish some sort of goal. You might be even like a late bloomer. Cool, right? But the main difference between the mind that you had in the past, because I can't even compare you to somebody else, right? The main difference between the intellect that you hold now and the intellect that you had in the past is that you are more equipped today in order to keep it, in order to keep the good things that come your way. Because you could have gotten big financial blessings in the past. Financial realizations came your way in the past, but you ran through it just as fast. Where'd the money go? Do you remember what you spent it on? Did you invest it? Probably not. Maybe you didn't have it in you to do that. Or maybe you did and you trusted the wrong people, and you had to learn, I can trust myself with these things and maybe not involve people with this kind of stuff. Whatever the case may be, you are more so ready for what you've accomplished now than you were in the past, and that requires you to, you know, grow, mature within it. And it kind of is asking you to recognize it so that you can feel that fulfillment of having completed such a major task for yourself. It's creating some sort of balance. Again, you've learned to lean in on your inner resources to accomplish things for yourself, and that's very fucking good, bro. Yes, hard times, heavy duty, difficult things, but guess what? Your state of being is one that reflects something that's more peaceful, more harmonious, and overall reflects you being at a state of well-being, which is not easy. And if you feel like this isn't you, then give yourself time and you will see that this is you. And the crazy part, I'm going to tell you something that's crazy. I'm gonna tell you something that's fucking crazy as hell right now. I'm reading, right? I'm reading. I'm an energy reader. I'm reading. And what I'm telling you is what I see 100%. Bottom of my heart, not, not lying to you. You could be hearing this from some other like readers or something, and you just don't believe it, or you're not allowing it. You're like refusing the energy, and it's a good energy, right? You could be hearing this, and you're like, you can't believe this is you. Or you could be hearing this from other people telling you, girl, you're doing a good job. Or like, dude, I've been seeing out there, you really, really doing your thing. Like, I'm proud of you. You doing it, you know what I'm saying? Keep going. Can't wait to see where you go next. And you could be looking at these people like, bro, I ain't even accomplished nothing yet, and being hard on yourself. But I'm saying from the perspective of somebody who's just a reader, right? And if you do watch other readers and you heard this from other readers and you deny the energy, I promise you these people are telling you 100% the truth from the perspective, like from the energy that they're picking up. They're telling you 100% the truth. If then that's only if you've heard like a message like this before. Like, I'm getting the energy, I'm confirming another reader's message to you. Like, you've heard this before, and I feel like I'm confirming another reader's message. All right, let me see. Close me out. Close me out. Just give me something to say, and I'm out of here. I'm done with this. You've been doing a lot of hard work. Recognize the work that you've been putting in. Yes, you're going to get the things that you've been trying to accomplish. This is the Four of Clubs. The work that you've been putting out. The Four of Clubs is natural compensation for things that you've done in the past. So if you help somebody, they're going to help you. This is just natural. It's reciprocity. But it's also the Four of Wands, which is some sort of stability. Again, there's another sunset here. There's some sort of stability that you're experiencing. And again, have you created, like, the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands, they're both giving the energy that you've created something very stable for yourself that sits like, it's not earth, but it sits like on the earth. Okay, so there could be something about a community, you having strong community ties or strong community bonds. Again, for those of you who experience some sort of like misfortune with your family, it came like out of nowhere, or you were alerted that you needed to just, it gives me the feeling like you need to get up and move. You need to get up and do something. It's like if you've experienced that kind of misfortune, like something that would affect your community. It might even be a lack mindset within an entire community. If you experience that, it caused you pain, sorrow, and some sort of hurt, right? That is the thing, that's the exact thing that you need to know has completely turned around for you already. You don't have to worry about that. If you worry about that, you don't need to worry about that. You should be good. The only way you could fuck that up is if you completely fucking squander. It's like if you start tearing your own house down. Just one more thing. One more thing. You could, for some of you, you could self-sabotage yourself by not allowing yourself to rest. So make sure that you are engaging actively in resting, and like if you meditate, it's giving the feeling of increase. So maybe increase a little bit your meditation. Chill, because that could be something that it self-sabotages you. So you could be a lot more productive if you rested correctly more often. So somebody might need to like learn how much rest they need or something like that. Like go a little bit deeper into like resting in some sort of way. Like it just gives the feeling of becoming educated about resting. So like maybe because with the King of Spades, King of Swords energy, it gives like you could be very methodical, or you could be planned out in a way, and you could like to make educated moves. So it might really benefit you to learn about rest and how rest benefits the body, how rest benefits the mind, and what ways that you can actively rest, and how many hours of rest that you should aim for in a day for optimal like, that's for free for what's the word when you're so you can work at your best self, I guess. I don't know a better word. There's a word in my mind, but performance, for optimal performance. With that being said, I hope that brought somebody some clarity. And thanks again, everybody who did like the video. Thanks, everybody who did tune in. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.